Your kids, how old are your kids?
Oh, my kids. My youngest one, he's 13. No, wait. My youngest one, he just turned 11.
And where is he at?
He's with my daughter. And they're my two boys are with him, are with her. Their third one just turned 14. And this, my little boy, my youngest one, turned 11.
And your daughter is 14?
Oh, no, my daughter, she's 26 or 27.
So she's in charge of him?
Yeah.
Have you talked to her today?
No,
okay.
I haven't.
Okay. Well, we'll make sure that happens. No concern over your son or daughter?
No, but no.
They're okay?
They're fine because, yes, they're very, my daughter is so good.
And then just the two kids?
Are with her, yeah. Can I get that tissue?
Yeah, let me step out and grab one.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
When he was hitting me in my head, he knocked me out because, like, I remember I saw, like, real weird dizziness and real strange, my vision, and then it was all black and I was out.
Now, where was this when this happened?
He was outside of his friend's house. His friend's house?
Mike's house. Do you know Mike's last name?
No.
Okay.
They just told me their first name.
So what happened next?
He woke me up like in so terrible way, pouring some gas on me. He smelled it, and then I felt like the cold going on my clothes and everything. He told me he was gonna burn me.
Okay.
He said he was gonna set me on fire and I was gonna die. But he was gonna kill me.
Okay. He didn't, and I'm glad for that.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't understand I can't understand everything. Like, it's hard. And
how long have you and Mark been dating?
Oh God. I've known him like 2 to maybe 4 months, not long at all. And that's why I don't even know what's going on. Like, I mean, how this person I didn't know kind of knew that turned into an evil person, and he was not like that.
Where is he from?
He said he was from Santa Fe, he told me. And he told me he wanted to take me out here to stay with him for a little while, and the friends, that it would be okay, and we'll be happy and have a good time. And I agreed to it. I mean, I told him, give me some time to think about it. I thought about it for like about a week, you know, like he gave me about a week. He didn't always go see me, like, you know, we didn't see each other like every day or nothing.
Would you consider yourself his girlfriend?
I thought, yes, I would, because like I thought that, I mean, he was telling me to go stay with him, you know, like, that's why I was like so. It was like unbelievable to me. Like, I don't understand what happened, what's going on. I don't know how it could come to this, because just from smoking the glue, I know they're very terrible, but well, they do kill. So maybe they just, I don't know what made him want to do this to me. I mean, just because I wanted to go home.
Had he done anything like this in the past with you? Those 2 to 4 months? It's important in our job to make sure we have the right people. I'm curious to know if you know Mark's last name.
Oh, Lopez. Yes.
Lopez?
Yes.
And during the last 2 to 4 months, has Mark celebrated a birthday that you know about?
I think, I'm trying to remember if he said
I don't know is a perfectly fine answer. I would rather you say I don't know than tell me something that is not 100% accurate. Does that make sense?
I'm just trying to remember because there's so many things like going through my head right now.
Is he older than you or younger than you?
He's younger than me because he doesn't look older than me at all, and I think he lied to me about his age.
And how old are you?
I'm 46.
Okay, so you think he's younger than 46?
I do. He looks younger to me. He told me he has like 2 kids.
2 kids?
Yeah.
Did you ever see him?
No. He didn't ever even show me a picture or nothing. He didn't.
Was there any?
I think he said there were 2 boys.
2 boys? Okay. Did you ever go to his house where he lives? In the 2 to 4 months?
He didn't take me there. He didn't take me to his house. He said that he was always helping a friend out, do some work in Albuquerque.
Okay.
Like building some house for him, like they were getting it together. So I was happy for that because he was doing, he had like working, but.
Was he married?
No.
Did he ever talk about being married?
He did talk about it. He did. He talked about it. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm so confused. I'm confused. He told me that he was married and he's a girl that he had a very, very bad relationship with her because the mom, she wanted to take his kids out of the whole state away, and I was wondering why she would do that.
What a thoughtful, sweet, really caring interview style from this officer who is talking to someone he thinks is a victim. We don't often get to see victim interviews here on Court TV because fortunately the victim is deceased. We see those police interrogations. We see how they grill people. But here we have a victim turned suspect. Let's bring in trial attorney Cannon Kearney to weigh in on this case. Cannon, I noticed a little bit ago, a couple of blocks ago, where we had this defendant. She's in this room. She's still considered a victim by police, and there's no one around. Perhaps she knows that there's a recording, but she says, how could he do that? She's talking to herself. So she's still talking about this narrative of a person, even when there's no one in the room.
Well, good morning, Julia. This is a very sad situation. It appears she has some form of mental health problem. I mean, it's clear that she is definitely describing an individual that no one can seem to find. She's describing someone that no one has personally seen her with. And so she's just continuing the narrative, continuing the lie, as if she would be recorded saying these things. This is just a very sad situation, and it's one of the reasons why every time I get on the road, I'm praying, because you never know what the other drivers are going to do.
There's just no words for this one. I mean, to see these officers being so nice to her, knowing what we know, which is that she caused all of this and it killed 2 public servants, all because she claimed that she was being kidnapped and people wanted to help her, wanted to do exactly what this officer is doing right now. How infuriating do you think that element is for people, for a jury who would have seen this interview knowing what they knew about this case?
Well, there are so many angles to this case, Julia. For one, the jury would need to hear from the defense some form of mental health concern, whether she didn't have the capacity or something, but it appears that didn't happen. So as a juror, you're someone who's there to, get to the truth, to render a verdict so that the community can continue to be a safe place for people to drive. And so in seeing this, it would essentially be a head scratcher. It would be one that after you would have seen this and actually come to find out that there was no Mark Lopez, I'm sure no one in there had any sympathy when it came time to rendering a verdict.
Yeah, certainly didn't help her during the guilt phase of this case. Perhaps more will come out in the sentencing that we are expecting to happen tomorrow. Cannon, stand by. We have more on the other side of this break. More of that interview with Jeannine Jaramillo. She's going to detail the days leading up to her so-called abduction.
Call now.
I saw this house, so I came here. And he ran the other way.
Ran what other way?
Like, the car, let me see. He ran to the left-hand side. He ran to the left. And I went up.
So he ran to the left, you went up? Okay. What's he wearing?
He's wearing a red shirt also with black jeans. They're like they hang off, where they show their...
Where it shows his ass?
Yeah.
Does that story sound familiar? It did to police. That was Jeannine Jaramillo talking to police back in 2021. That's before the incident that we are watching the trial of. She's looking distraught. She sounds overwhelmed, and it was all a lie. She's lying to police as well in an interview after a fatal crash, a deadly crash that they say that she caused when she took off in a car and said to call 911 because she was being kidnapped. Two public servants were the victims in that case. Let's go back in, picking it up where we left off. We're listening to a state police sergeant who is questioning Jaramillo after that deadly crash and after she seemed to be the saved kidnapping victim. She's in police headquarters.
This morning, at Mike's house, you guys are in the yard and you're wanting to go home. He said you're not going home. Him and Mike were in the corner of the yard smoking pills on foil.
Yeah.
You believe those were fentanyl, is that correct? You said blues?
Yeah.
And then you want to go home still, and he says you're not leaving. He begins striking you in your chest. Is that right?
Yeah.
And how was with a hand, with a weapon?
He punched me. He was punching me with his fist. He was.
So it was a closed fist like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was trying to put my head down so he could stop hitting me. And I seen him that he had the knife in his hand and everything, but it was like closed. But I seen it.
So when you say closed, was it a folding knife? Yeah? And then the blade was closed?
Yeah.
But he was still holding it against your neck and your chest?
Yeah, and he was telling me that I'm not going to leave and he was going to kill me. And he said, you're not leaving, I'm going to kill you.
And how did that make you feel when he said that?
I was so scared. I was all, no. And I started crying and screaming. I was starting to scream, and then he was punching me so hard in my head, and I didn't know what was going on anymore.
Where at on your head?
I had
on the side there?
Yeah, and I was, yes, I'm like, I guess this is sore, and
What color?
I told the doctors, right here, and
What color was the knife? Do you remember?
I was looking, and it was turning
A little black.
color something. And then my lip, when I woke up, it was like burning. So I don't know how he did it, as I was everything happened so fast, I can't understand it.
So
But he hit me in my lip, and my lip was bleeding. They had to clean me up,
the top lip or bottom?
The top one.
Okay.
Yeah, it was burning me. It was burning when I was drinking some water, and they still burns a little bit, but at that point I was just like, I got real dizzy, and I blacked out. I guess that's what they told me. He was starting to take out the knife on me again, and I thought he was gonna stab me, and he stabbed the car.
Where did he stab the car?
He stabbed the car on because he went around the car. He went out the car and got around to my side. He opened the door and he was like, "I was going to try to choke me." He was choking me. He was choking me and telling me that he was going to kill me. And then he moved off me and he got the knife. I went to the driver's side and I jumped over to the driver's side and he got into the passenger side, and then that's when he tried to, I thought he was going to kill me at that point because he put the knife right into the door of the driver's side.
Okay.
That's what happened. And then when I started the car, and I drove, because he was in there, and I saw the man. There was a big of our apartments, and I don't know, and I know people saw us and yelling and everything going on. This man, I don't know who he was, but thank God he called the cops. He did. He said, "I'm calling the cops, I'm calling them." And I said, "Yes, call them," because he was, I was crying, and he...
Did you get out of the car to talk to this man?
No, I was trying to, but he was all holding me. He was holding me. I had, even on this side of my bruises and the thing, of course, but he was holding me in there, but more with this hand because he was on that side. And he didn't let me out. He did not let me out, and he took out the knife, and I don't want to. Like I said, I don't want to. I thought he was going to stab me the first time now, and he went side to the side. I don't know. He really went like, you know.
Okay.
I don't fight with people if they have like a weapon. I can't. I mean, it's scary. It's scary. I did not want to do this. I didn't want to do none of it. I just hear the sirens and I'm just praying because he just, like I told you, he just kept telling me he's going to kill me. And then I just said, "Please let me go home to my babies." No. They're my babies. They're still my babies. No matter, I mean, they're still young to me. I love them. And I remember, and I seen this, I was like, everything was weird to me, and blurry. Everything was very blurry because I think that the doctor said that I must have got gas in my eye because they had to flush my eyes out.
Gasoline.
Yeah.
Do you remember going the wrong way on the highway?
No. I don't. I remember that he turned and then crashing into I think it was a truck, I don't know. And he did this on purpose. I don't know why he was, I saw his arm. I could see his arm and like he just went like, you know. To me, I think it was, I don't know why. And he was telling me, "You're gonna die." I don't know if he's doing it to scare me. What happened? I don't know what he's thinking in his head. And it's just full of anger, and he just looks so evil.
Do you remember getting out of the car?
I remember a little bit. Because like after that, I just could not see it. I was so scared to even open my eyes. I was scared. And I heard window breaking, and I heard stuff, I don't know. And I thought and he took his gun out. And I'm thinking he was gonna just shoot me right there, or start shooting at the police. I don't know.